Well, tonight we continue our investigation into electronic monitoring in Marion County. We told you in a special report just last night that more people are on electronic monitoring in Marion County than in other cities even larger than ours, including Chicago.
Millions of dollars are paid annually to the vendor that supplies those monitors. Fox 59's Courtney Crown is following the money tonight. She's live in the newsroom investigating who picks up the costs of these devices. Courtney?
Well, some judges say there's pressure to find an alternative to sending someone to jail or prison. They add this ideally gives a person a chance to continue to work instead of sitting in a jail cell. But there is a cost to electronic monitoring, and that often goes to the person wearing the device.
We have more clients in the city of Indianapolis than, say, Chicago and a lot of other large jurisdictions.
Marion County prosecutors, defense attorneys, and judges are choosing to let people wait for their trials or serve their sentences on electronic monitoring at numbers higher than almost anywhere else in the country.
Do you know why that would be?
I don't have a firm answer on what that is. I mean, ultimately, it is electronic monitoring is another option, sentencing option available, and so it is utilized widely here in Marion County.
The private company, Track Group, provides GPS devices to Marion County's community corrections and the probation department. The county has a multi-year contract with them for $200,000 annually. Plus, Track Group charges community corrections per device. Those wearing the monitors pay up to $14 a day to wear a monitor.
Just do the math. Follow the money. $14 a day times 30 days a month is $420 a month. I don't know too many families today that can afford an additional $420 a month to pay this fee.
The county's probation department monitors roughly 1,700 people wearing Track Group's electronic devices too. Pretrial clients are charged $5 per day unless a judge rules the person indigent.
In lieu of a cash bail bond system, they're being placed onto the electronic monitoring system, and we're seeing that time and time again those alleged repeat convicted violent felony offenders are removing those monitors and going and committing new alleged acts of crime.
For years, Indianapolis Fraternal Order of Police President Rick Snyder has been vocal about lawyers and judges letting repeat convicted violent offenders serve their sentences or await trials for new crimes while wearing GPS monitors instead of serving jail time.
Where do you think that money is going?
I have no idea. I mean, it has to be going to the company that's providing the service, correct? The money is still there, it's just being shifted to the offender.
Track Group has an office in downtown Indianapolis where they service the devices.
Do you feel that's a little bit strange?
They actually moved their operation or their bigger office here because we were such a high volume user. It was in response to our volume as opposed to the other way around.
So the question remains, is electronic monitoring in Marion County successful at keeping people out of jail?
I can't determine a recidivism rate because I don't have access to every database I would need. I can tell you if an individual left our program and then returned, but I don't necessarily know if 6 months after they left community corrections, they commit another offense and get arrested.
Well, since last night's report, I've heard from viewers concerned about the safety and success of GPS monitoring. I can tell you we will continue to follow up to see how Community Corrections plans to measure success in the future.
Courtney, do you know how much of Community Corrections budget comes from monitoring?
Well, Dan, according to the agency, 13% of their annual budget comes from clients' daily fees. About 50% of the budget comes from local tax dollars. Dan.
Okay, Courtney Crown reporting live in the newsroom tonight. Courtney, thanks so much. You may have seen it last night at 10. Courtney brought us her initial investigation into whether the GPS monitor system ultimately keeps us safe. She found out that people died last year at the hands of those wearing these devices and spoke to their family members who have a lot of questions about why judges even agree to electronic monitoring in the first place. You can find her special report right now on our website at fox59.com.